Alright guys, what is going on? Welcome to the live stream. Today we are going to be playing a new game. We're going to be playing Democracy 3. This is one of the most difficult political games I have ever played, honestly. So, yeah, it's a pretty difficult game, honestly. Alright, so today, I believe I'm deciding who I should play. You can play Australia. I was thinking about, playing Turkey, but I mean, it's a mod, and I don't think it's updated that much, so we're only getting, like, 2015, results from this. We also have a default game, which could be France. I guess I can just go with Turkey, see what's going on with Turkey. Alright, so we are going to play the, okay, so we have the Secular Party, the National Front, National Unity, Democrats, Republicans. We can name our party. I'm going to go for the National Unity Party, and then our opposition is going to be named, Liberal Coalition. Alright, so we can go with that. Innate liberalism is at 100, innate socialism is at 100, difficulty is at 100. I'm going to go ahead and put difficulty down to 50% because I always have trouble playing this game and I have no idea how to play it. Compulsory voting, no term limits for the Republic of Turkey. So, let's go ahead and play. Whoa, my game just crashed. Don't tell me it actually crashed. Oh shit. Well, looks like I can't play Turkey. Alright, so, guess we cannot play Turkey. However, we do have other areas that we can actually hit. So I think I can go for, there's like 5 people watching right now. Do you guys want to make a suggestion or, what? Got a lot of people watching right now, so, something you guys want to see me play. I could just go for Australia. We have the Confederate States of America, or they call it the Southern States. GDP per capita 4,000. We got France. I'm going to go for France. France has a couple problems. Jehovah Party, I'm going to go ahead and put it for the... Actually, I can play as the Liberal Democrats, and then I can be going against the National Unity Party. We got a suggestion for the United Kingdom. I guess. Alright, let's go for the United Kingdom. Alright, let's go ahead and go for the Conservatives, and then I will be going against the Liberal Democrats. Alright, cool. Alright, so, actually, I can just go ahead and make... Oh, here's a Labour Party. I couldn't find it. Alright, so I'm going to put difficulty down to 50. Innate socialism, I'm going to put down to 75. And innate liberalism, I'll keep that up. Political apathy, I'm not really sure what that means. Monarchy, we are a monarchy. And no term limits. All right, let's go. I need to turn the, Okay, what the hell is going on? My game keeps crashing. That is weird. Okay, hang on. Well, we're probably gonna have to play another game at this point if my game keeps crashing, because I really want to live stream. Alright, so here's a compass. It always like kind of does that for you and your friends. Alright, let's go to options. Let's go to randomize start. I don't know why my music's not playing. That's really, really weird. I wish, is there a way I can disable all of the mods? Drug regulation. Update your mod. I can create a mod. Load. Okay, let's try the United States. Liberal Party, Jehovah Party. I'm gonna see if this works. If this crashes again, I'm not gonna be able to play Democracy 3 at this time. Yep, keeps crashing on me. I don't know why. Play Arms Race again. I'll just go for a Power and Revolution gameplay. Alright, I'm gonna have to change the title of this video. So guys, since you guys are watching right now, what country should I actually play while I change the title of the video? Alright, we got a lot of countries that we can actually play. We can play Iraq. I am actually going to wait for a couple of suggestions to come in before I actually pick a country. No one picks a country in a couple minutes, then I will just do like one of the scenarios or something like that, or just play a general country. I know, right? It's not wanting to go with me. I'll fix democracy sometime after this live stream. And then maybe I can do a live stream tomorrow for it. So play Argentina, Brazil. I mean, I could still play France. While you guys do that, I will be off the mic for just a moment. Alright, sorry about that. I was actually just doing something. But I got a recommendation to play as ISIS. Is anyone else for that? Or I can play one of these. I can play through a couple of these. Groundbreaking mission. Kinda gay. First Steps on Mars. Saudi Arabia. Yeah, Saudi Arabia, whenever I actually figure out how to do that. Got Ronald Trump's challenge. Keep your campaign promises and to help you get reelected in 2020. Never played that one. It was actually released in the 2017 version. I've never actually done it before. Re-election campaign, gross national happiness. I'd probably be able to do that in like one moment. Revolutions. Saudi Arabia, I mean, Saudi Arabia has a really, really high deficit. It has like a 12% deficit, I believe. And they're just like it's really hard to play them. So that's usually why I avoid playing Saudi Arabia. Play as a terrorist group. Nah. I played ISIS before, but it's just like ISIS is just there's nothing you can really do as ISIS. Yeah, in the scenario for ISIS is actually really, really outdated. So that's another reason why. I'm gonna go for the terrorist threat imminent. I'm gonna see how that goes. Okay. I think I could probably like try something like that. Wait, when does this start? 2018. Let's go as France. If I go Russia, it's 76 days from their election. I'll go as Belgium. Or federal monarchy. All right, let's go. Oh my god.
In this new year, the Secretary of the Interior has called for the people to be more vigilant in the face of terroristic threats. He indicated that activity in terrorist communication networks has been very active, and we should prepare for the worst. He ultimately made assurances that law enforcement and intelligence services are working in close collaboration, and that every means of guaranteeing the security of citizens in the entire country are being put into place.
All right. Well, yeah, I did figure out that one of my friends is having a baby because she's a loser. So congrats to that. Play as a Ron. Yeah, I tried that once. I had an entire series about it, my dude. All right, so let's go. I want to see how I can just complete this mission. Patriotic Front. Right, place under surveillance. Oh, we don't have a lot of... Yeah, Israel. And there. Alright, we got them all. So...
I must.
Francis Joseph Underwood is in my live stream? Hell yeah. Hey, what's going on, Francis? Immigration. Hey, let's deport all of the dumbasses. Oh my god. Alright, so this is a weird kind of a mission, I don't know. Alright, remove file from terror suspects. I always thought they were just supposed to be... I guess we just wait, honestly. We don't have a deficit, we don't have to... Damn it, there's legislative elections. Oh my god, that is ugly. Alright, there's nothing happening. I'm gonna go ahead and play as another country. I'll probably play as a... someone. Alright, I'm gonna go as Japan. Because they have a debt problem, I actually want to mess with it. Alright, ICTs. fellow terrorist subjects, and you can do better. All right, let's check our debt situation. Oh God, 4.5% of the GDP. We can increase growth while at the same time cutting spending, because as Japan, you definitely need to cut spending, which sometimes we may have to just cut down on our space programs. $196 million. Anything like overly costly, like we cannot do. We can't even like increase the budget. Martian Moon Explorer, $300 million. Everything. However, look, everything is just bound to fail if we don't fix anything. So 20%, these are all in like really short time spans. Oh, this one wants to launch like really, really soon. Let's go ahead and put that 4, 8. Okay, so what if we do it a year from now? Really? 2023? Okay, that's kind of weird. So I guess we have the threat. Okay, I'll just leave it. Alright, so don't really... I mean, I could actually reduce spending here. Yeah, I could save about $2 billion. Just go ahead and cut spending. And need to increase taxes, although this is gonna be pretty difficult because of the just being in a democratic country, like, overall. Okay, wow. Really, really socialist from this. Look at that. 10% taxing in middle bracket, 5% for the low bracket, and 40% for the high bracket. Honestly, we could just tax people a little bit more. That's probably why we're in this situation in the first place. So... okay. Let's go ahead and add that into a reform. It's called Abenomics, and that's actually a real policy, so let's go ahead and go for that. Abenomics, and create the reform. That's going to catch us about $50 billion. However, we do not have that kind of money, or support, actually. So let's go to taxing the pornography industry. I know we're going to get a lot of support off of that. Okay, so that got us a little bit of support. Tax on company turnover. Okay, let's see. Parliament's position. Okay, so... let's add that. It's going to get us another $140 billion. However, we still do not have any support. Tax on redundancies. It's not a lot. Financial transactions. We don't need to cut growth, so... let's go here. Abenomics. We cannot get anything in there. Exonerations. Okay, so charitable organizations, we could actually add that. It's going to cost us $1.5 billion. Let's go ahead and add that. We have universal approval by all the parties. Okay, so still 71. All because of the income tax. Okay, so we're going to have to cancel this out. Cancel the bill. Oh, it just canceled everything. Well, crap. Oh man, we just lost, like, everything. Ow! Okay, so I'm gonna have to cancel that. Start another game. Alright, let's see. We can go as Japan again. Let's actually play as North Korea. I wanna try a couple things in North Korea. Alright, what I really want to do will look insecurity. Underlying violence increases on a cumulative curve, Mr. President. Insecurity spreading throughout the country like wildfire. Alright, so let's go over to taxation. We have a 14.7 VAT. However, we only make a $1.5 billion is actually where all of our revenue is coming from. Income tax, we actually don't tax the middle or low at all. And we make $719 million off of it. So let's go. Sectors nationalized, we make $7.3 billion off of that. Okay, so what if I start privatizing a couple of things? Let's actually not here. I want to go to industry and actually privatize a couple of them. Okay, so that's good. Something that I could actually make. Electrical materials, something I have a trade deficit into. Okay, rail construction. Okay, so yeah, it's still Democracy 3 thumbnail. I was gonna play Democracy 3, however, it did not want to do what I wanted, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and change to that. Let me actually change it real quick. Messenger. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, and let's put it back to Power and Revolution. All right, change back. Oh yeah, and the game is still showing up as a Democracy thing. 3, hang on, I'm gonna go ahead and change it to Power and Revolution. All right, and now everything is back to Power and Revolution. State employees. Currency, wow, we actually have a healthy inflation rate. I'd expect that their economy would be down the tubes by now. Talk to the nations you owe. Toto. France. Alright, so I actually want to sign a trade deal. Because once we start trading, could trade with China, but China has everything. Except oil. Wonder if I have oil. Let's go to oil. See if I can trade anything with the Chinese. Sales. chemicals, cotton, coal. I have coal, I know that. I could actually trade it to someone else, maybe someone with the West. Steel? No. See, I have a lot of surpluses on a lot of things, so I can actually sell some things. However, could just sign a couple trade contracts with the United States, see what the United States actually wants to trade with me. We're going to assume that the meeting between Donald Trump and North Korea has actually already happened. So, wow, we can actually sell all of our coal to the United States. Let's go ahead and put that to 761. And most likely we're going to be able to accept their first renegotiation because we don't have a lot of...
The country might suffer a serious food crisis if we do not act quickly.
All right, so 483. All right, let's go accept that. It's going to be $9.3 billion. So let's go ahead and sign another contract with the United States. And building, housing, and roadway. Coal. Wow, we wouldn't even make a lot of money off of coal. Oh, we already did a coal contract. I just realized that. I'm retarded. Okay, we got lead, $15 million. We wouldn't be making a lot of money off of these, except could be good in terms of how big our economy is. Railway construction. We don't have a lot of railway construction. Fuel. Make North Korea great for the first time. Oh man, if I could put that as comment of the year, I would. $29 million. Chemicals. Okay, we got $1 billion contract that we can have the ability. We could have the ability to sign with the United States for chemicals. So let's go ahead and sell them some chemicals. Nassau Blatt said something, but then deleted his comments, so I don't know what he said. Let's go ahead and play this. Tourism professionals complain, of course. Few efforts implemented by the government to facilitate the access of foreign visitors to different tourist sites in the country. I don't think they're wrong. Personally, I spend my holidays abroad. I could invest in... let's go ahead and accept that. I can invest in a couple of airports, maybe a little bit of infrastructure and stuff like that. Alright, so let's go to economy. Wow, 52.5% is going toward defense. Okay, so that's our $10 billion contract. Okay, so we have another one, the chemical contract. Particularly profitable, and selling more of it would bring more profits. All right, so we have a excess. So we're making a lot of money off of those contracts. So that is actually the profit margin that we're actually making that money off of. So what I am actually going to do is I am going to look to see who we owe money to. I like how the people that hate us the most are actually lending us money. I would expect that China would at least be on this list, and we don't even owe any money to China. So we're going to use this excess that we have to actually invest into transportation. So we have no secondary highways. That is hilarious. Okay, so we have a medium traffic airport. How much would a intense traffic airport be? Okay, let's invest $750 million. Okay, $787 million for an intense traffic airport outside of Pyongyang. We're going to go ahead and place the airport right here. Work begins. bring no notable changes since our country's current resources are sufficient. Yeah, whatever. New political family. Recipe for success. I'm gonna allow a couple of freedoms. Let's go ahead and see. Oh yeah, I need to come over here to army. I'm gonna institute this. I'm gonna cut that off. We don't need national service. We need professional army. Ratify the non-proliferation treaty. Can dismantle our entire nuclear program. Not to transfer or receive nuclear weapons either directly or indirectly. States having the bomb also undertake not to provide any means to facilitate the acquisition of such weapons. You know, seeing North Korea actually ratify that for the first time, that would actually be very interesting. So, once we get conscription out of the way, we could actually have over $1 billion or 1 million people in our military. Let's see what the immigration situation is. Integration policy is opened. We have an opened integration policy. Internet disaster. We are ranked among countries with the worst internet speed in the world. Lousy coverage and obsolete technology are the causes. It would be wise to modernize as soon as possible. It is a question of our competitiveness and also the smooth functioning of our public services and the daily lives of our citizens, from whom being digital never stops being of importance. You know, he'd get shot for that. After privatizing that sector, I guess he just said that, like, he doesn't know if it's gonna be of importance or not. Okay, let's go to North Korea newspaper. Pyongyang Evening Post. Journalists kidnapped in Syria by Syrian Brigades of Islam terrorist group. Why would they kidnap a North Korean? Like, what did North Korea do to them? North Koreans probably supply them with weapons. So I can make a train to here, all the way to Senju from Pyongyang. That would basically connect, or I could just make a complete, like, connection from Dangdong to Pyongyang as a sort of a kind of connection route. Otherwise, if you guys actually don't know what's going on, North Korea is actually threatening to cancel the summit because of, for one, the South Korea and what do you call it? It's like South Korea and the United States are actually holding joint military drills, and there's something else that happened. I think it was like the U.S. claim that they wanted them to get rid of their nuclear weapons, which, I mean, a couple days ago they were sitting there saying, you know, like we don't mind that, blah blah blah. And honestly, maybe, I don't know. I think North Korea, there's something's gonna happen in North Korea very, very soon. Like, because I honestly don't think that Kim did all of that crap for nothing, unless he literally just wanted the attention. Because they don't want to risk anything with the United States. And they know, I think, unless this is just another test, I don't know. Like, it's just really, really odd. And I really hope that North Korea and the United States actually meet, because, like, we've come so far, and this just, it shouldn't mess up. Let's build a highway. Let's build it all the way from Chinese border all the way to Pyongyang. We're going to get that done in under a year. What if we actually put full funding into it? All right, let's go for 20 people. Let's get that done in 5 months. It's a $300 million investment. Launching into construction. Oh, come on. Waste of public funds. Yeah, whatever. You're retarded. Sad findings. Okay, so taxation. Okay, so we just cut defense by a lot. Okay, so that's going to institute on the 30th. So let's go ahead and go to the 30th. The president of Rwanda wants to meet us. Law abolishing national service. New. Okay, happiness declines in North Korea. I wonder if people are even happy there. Okay, let's go ahead and meet with the Rwanda, I guess. Long distance education. Public finances are actually doing good. Transport, we are actually putting more money into transport. Look at that. Transport is now 13% of our budget. Health is $92 million. We're spending $92 million on health. What if we put more money in there? Hey, we can actually spend that. All right, let's go ahead and invest $213 million into there. And let's put more people and invest into more hospitals, which we actually have a decent amount of hospitals. Okay, minimum retirement pension, 62. Regulate the consumption of marijuana, consumption illegal. Okay, so here's our meeting with Rwanda. Okay, so they want to purchase, actually. They want to purchase sugar from us. We have 13,000 tons of sugar, while we consume 61,000 tons, and they want 3,000 tons. It's not a good contract. I'm going to go ahead and refuse that.
Most amusing coming from
Yeah, I know. Numpy actually canceled the meeting because I asked him to watch out for human rights. Yeah, you kind of gay, boy. Miscellaneous and debt reimbursement. We spend 6.7% of our budget on debt reimbursement. Public debt is actually going up. since we're actually borrowing more, how much are we going to be borrowing? Next quarterly surplus is actually not going to be a lot. So, opening of the Winter Olympics. Let's go ahead and attack Pyeongchang. Look at that. Pyeongchang is right there. We're going to attack it. Let's do it. Chungkyongbok. Okay, budget $658 million for transport. $1.6 billion on Social Security. $2 billion on defense. We've actually cut defense spending by $400 million, which I doubt the Army likes that. However, both of them actually approve of me. NBC. Whoa, what happened to our surplus? It has to be the trade contracts. We're probably not even making a good margin off of them anymore. Revenue. Global economic activity. We don't even have global economic activity. Let's go to the United Nations. See if we have sanctions against us. Let's go ahead and ask for them to be lifted. Make North Korea great again for the first time. I still love that comment. Lots of train activity going on in South Korea. Just see all those trains just moving around. It's always cool to see that, honestly. That's why I always love investing in infrastructure, because infrastructure is so important. And really, right now, we are just waiting to see what the United Nations will say to us whenever we ask for our sanctions to be lifted. End of UN sanctions. Your request is taken well into account. Security Council will meet soon and study requests and vote, if necessary, to end the penalties. So that is something that is good. We're going to go ahead and put this on fast mode, and we're going to see if the United Nations actually wants to end the penalties. Most likely have the support of Russia and China. However, the United States, United Kingdom, and France actually will most likely not want to vote for that. Seeing as we had failed several times to even get a vote in the United Nations. Embargo on main resources against North Korea on the North Korean initiative. These are the demands being evaluated. We're going to have to cut all relations in the Middle East. Demands being evaluated, embargo on main resources against North Korea. So, let's see if we actually have pending resolutions. That is going to take place on the 1st of March. So, UN Resolution 2397, which is the lifting of these sanctions, will actually be voted on. So, let's hope that we actually get our vote. So let's actually wait a couple of minutes. We're gonna go to the 1st of March whenever this is actually going to be voted on. I have 8 people watching now. What is going on, guys? Alright, 27th, 28th, and this is the last day. All right, March 1st, they accepted it. Oh my god, that is awesome. Everyone accepted it. I was expecting at least a couple of people either abstain or something, but we just passed Resolution 2397 on the North Korean initiative, so we just got our sanctions lifted by the United Nations Security Council. That is amazing. Amazing. So, let's actually apply to become a member of the IMF. And then we would definitely be able to borrow money from them to develop our nation. Could borrow maybe at least 15 billion, file accepted by the IMF. Your file has been accepted. That's been submitted to a vote by the organization's members in a few days. I hope you have good news to tell you the next time I see you. Alright, so we may not get it because the West is actually really against us. However, we probably have the support of some countries in Africa. We're probably not going to be able to get it passed. However, let's go ahead and go a couple of days, try to see how we are going to be able to get this through. So just wait. Membership refused. I knew it. You've only won 8 votes. You were 87 votes short. That's funny. You've only won 8 votes. So I know I had China and Iran on my side. That's really unfortunate. 87 votes. So I need 90, like nearly 100 countries to actually like me. So I would have to reform myself a lot to at least get a couple of neutral people, especially in Africa and Europe. I think my trade relations with the United States have actually gotten a little better. Yep, they have. However, military relations with the United States are very, very unhealthy. Alright, so North Korea, Paralympics. Huh. I think that was actually taken at the actual Olympics. They must have updated it to look like that. That's actually interesting. Famine arrival of international convoys. I think I actually want to see what happens whenever I go through a famine. Ebola attack, assassination, plague, suicide attack, very small scale. Let's go through a couple of the disasters, see what happens. Flying objects attack.
The town has been subject to a strange aerial attack. Flying objects started to explode all over the place in the town center. It is impossible to know what it is. The Institute for Extraterrestrial Research is on it. I'll keep you posted.
So aliens just attacked. Terrorist drone attack. A new attack has taken place. Might have been perpetrated by several combat drones with access to radio-controlled precision bombs. The Institute of Military Research is actually on it. I'll keep you posted.
In a statement sent to the press,
Unknown by intelligence services.
Claimed responsibility for the operation. We have collected intelligence from various departments. The organizer of this operation has been identified. He has disappeared into thin air, perhaps already left the country. He has never been flagged. Neither have the other members of the operation, and they have only recently formed a cell. Difficult for us to know what to do next in this situation, so we sit tight.
That's crazy. Dramatic increase in poverty. See how many people died. Oh my god. 710 people are dead. Oh, good news though, we got a good economic report. Let's have a very large scale attack. Pyongyang. Power cut. Uh-oh. Power cut.
It's the whole city now that has no electricity. The computer system that controls the electricity plant are blocked. In our opinion, there is no doubt that this is a deliberate attack destined to generate chaos.
Bruh, can you imagine that going on? Army reinforcements. Several regiments have been deployed to secure. Alright. Several regiments have been deployed to secure the capital. Our men have remained posted in the streets and will continue rationing operations. Several relief centers have been set up in different neighborhoods. Generators have been distributed according to need. Animal memory. This is kind of weird whenever every time you get a thing. I guess it's just there because it acts as if you did actually get a debt issuance whenever you didn't, even whenever you pay it off. So I think Eversim should actually change that. I'm actually going to take a screenshot so I can actually tweet it to them. So they can actually make a different dialogue box whenever you actually pay off your debt instead of every time you actually pay off your debt instead of whenever you actually like get issued debt. There should be different dialogues. All right, so let's and I want to see Ebola outbreak. I've rarely ever seen actual what do you call it? Wow, look at that, 22% growth. Up to a riot. So I guess that is because of the whole... Oh man, there's so many things going on.
This is not turning out well.
We have subdued the...
Alright, cool. So let's see if there's anything talking about the Ebola. An epidemic has broken out in Pyeongchang. My estimate, the first cases report showed an advanced state of the disease. Ebola virus is very contagious in an incubation period, which can last up to 21 days. Allows it to spread quickly. The affected quarantine zone of an estimated weekly cost of $8 million. You want them to enforce a quarantine? Let's go ahead. Ebola fever epidemic. Yeah. Already did it. President of Russia wants to meet with me. Let's go ahead and do that before we go. 254 dead from Ebola. This figure is likely to increase. The opportunity to buy antibiotics that could help us limit the epidemic costs us $6. Well, let's give them $50. Just literally go down there and just hand them a $50 bill. That's it.
Good morning.
You want to purchase potatoes for me? Oh, hell yeah. Let's go ahead and... Alright guys, I'm actually gonna have to sign off right now. So guys, if you like this video, go support me on Patreon. On Patreon, you can actually see my projects right whenever I first announce them. Before I've actually put them on YouTube. As for the China series, I am going to be producing that very, very soon. Affected has naturally slowed down. It is necessary to take action as quickly as possible. $5,000 victims from the Ebola epidemic. Uh-oh. Quarantine ceased. It's costing, yes. Rising. Fear grips the whole country as it's faced with this raging epidemic. Growth of the areas affected by the disease caused waves of panic, and we are having trouble keeping order, even from our own forces. Confusion, unrest. God, there's so much crap going on. Quickly get out of hand. Quarantine. Didn't you literally just tell me that we didn't need to do anything? 1,000 people are dead. It looks like the people love you while everyone's panicking. Jesus Christ. Final outcome, well, 2 cities were affected by the disease. Oh, we actually had a...
Even if we will never take away the trauma, compensating the victims of the disaster will allow them to get on top of things, at least financially. So, what budget would you like to award them?
Huh. Oh, that didn't let me do it. Okay, guys, if you guys like this, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. I will be doing more of these coming very soon. And guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.